So in the last video, we started talking about numerical incorporation and how we can combine that with the science month, year, and week, and how we can make it a little bit faster to cite those phrases. And so today we're going to talk about some more. Talk about minutes, hours, days. We'll talk about age as well. And the first thing to remember is that all of these, no matter what numerical incorporation we're using, can only be 1 through 9. We cannot go over the number 10. It just does not work. Okay. So for minutes, hours, and days, we would write it the same exact way as we did here. We just would, for example, 2 days, we would just replace the year with days. And so we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 days, right? Remember, if we want to assign 6 through 10, make sure that your hand is facing outwards. Always make sure that we can see your palm on 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? If you don't want to turn it around, because that's very difficult to see, especially for the other person who's watching you. It would be kind of almost impossible to really accurately guess that number very quickly. When we do hours, again, we're going to want to see the palm of your hand so that we can easily see the number. You can't go backwards because then we have to do extra work, and we can't go towards our hands because, again, a little bit extra work on the receiver's end. So always make sure that you can see the palm of your hand, or the palm is facing away from you. You also see people do hours and minutes this way as well, but that can hurt your wrist. Again, minutes, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, we would do 10 and then sign 1 minute kind of idea. So when we talk about ages, it's a little bit different. So we would still write it the same way, 3 right in the brackets, and then dash brackets again, age. And so we sign the number and the age, or the sign age at the same time, and so it would look like this: 3, 7. And now this one, so this really means we can only do it with children who are below the age of 9. This is my son. He's 2. He's 3. He's 4. And again, remember, it has a 1 through 9 rule. But there's really one more rule when we're talking about ages. It's actually limited to 8. And the reason for that has to do with our index finger. So just watch how whenever I sign this, we have 2, we have 3, and you're noticing that it's always my index finger that's touching my chin, right? 6, 7, 8, and when we get to 9, well, my index finger can't touch my chin anymore. So there are a group of people who sometimes say, well, no, it's actually 1 through 8, you can't use 9. And there's another group of people that's like, really, the rule is 9, just let us use 9. So really it's up to you. So there's some people who will say you can't sign 9 years old in a numerical incorporation sign. Some people will say it's fine. You will also see people do this: 10, 11, 15, 24. And so sometimes you'll see that as well. But most people really just kind of sign age and then 25, age 36, age, and they sign the sign age and then the number. And maybe you notice that I actually been using one more numerical incorporation. One more is actually a numerical incorporation sign. So let's go ahead and just move this and that away. So the word and the sign more, that's half capital, half little. It's the sign more. Here's the sign for more. But the rule is very different. It's really only 1 through 3. So you could say 1 more. You could say 2 more. And you could sign 3 more as well. And let me just go ahead and quickly add some brackets, right? Those squiggly line on the keyboard, they are where the other types of brackets are as well. Okay, so 1 more, 2 more, and 3 more. And 3 more is really pushing it. You really want to have some type of connection between your 2 hands. Most people will only sign like, oh, just, 3 more minutes, or 3 more times, or no. They'll say, hey, 1 more, 1 more, 1 more, or 2 more, 2 more, 2 more times, and then we'll be done. And that's kind of where they will wrap it up. You don't really see 3 more, 4 more, 5 more now. Typically 1 or 2 more. Okay. So these are all the different ways we can incorporate numbers into signs. And right, numerical incorporation is taking the sign and the number and signing it at the same time.